As a mom of 7, I have gone through so many ear infections, and boy, do I wish I had known sooner about the remedy I'm going to tell you about today. It's natural, it's safe, it's effective, and children and adults can take it, but best of all, it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Hi, I'm Andrea from Morningstar Homestead, and today I'm going to tell you how to make garlic ear oil. Now, if you don't have garlic or oil, don't be afraid. I have another easy option with an onion. And make sure you stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to tell you the best way to prevent ear infections as well. So you're going to get a clove of raw garlic and chop it up. And you're also going to start a double boiler on your stove and add a couple tablespoons of olive oil to that double boiler. Now we're using olive oil because it's a natural anti-inflammatory. And you're going to add that chopped up garlic to the olive oil and let it infuse for about 20 minutes. Now garlic is a very potent antiviral and antifungal. And this is what makes this ear oil actually better than antibiotics. Antibiotics are only going to kill bacteria. So if your ear infection is from a virus, they're not going to do anything except possibly permanently damage your gut. In fact, the American Academy of Pediatrics hasn't even recommended antibiotics to be prescribed for ear infections in almost 20 years. On the other hand, garlic has been shown in thousands of studies to be really helpful in preventing viral and bacterial infections. And it's recommended that you let the garlic seep into the oil for a few hours. But if you need instant relief, I have used it right away and still gotten results. The garlic infuse into the oil. You're going to strain it through a handkerchief or pillowcase, any type of porous cloth. You just don't want any chunks of garlic there to get in the ear. And a caveat here, if you suspect that your child has a ruptured eardrum, definitely don't be pouring anything into their ear. Something else I want to say is that by making this at home, you're getting the full properties of the garlic at its freshest. I never keep this ear oil beyond a few days. You may have seen shelf-stable versions of this garlic oil at health food stores, and I have tried this garlic oil. It is just not as effective as what you make at home. So when I make it at home, I keep it around for a few days, maybe for the duration of the illness, and then I throw it out. The garlic really does lose its potency over time. Now, as far as administering the garlic oil, I have the little patient lay their head in my lap and I pour the garlic oil, maybe about a quarter teaspoon, into their ear. A dropper is really nice, but if you don't have a dropper, I've used a glass measuring cup before. And then I put a cotton swab in their ear to keep any excess oil from coming out. Now is a great time for a story or a movie. Just let them lay still for 20 minutes to a half hour. Let that oil soothe their ear and let that garlic calm down the inflammation and fight the infection. Now, the number one mistake that I found people make with this garlic ear oil is that they don't do it often enough. Generally, for us, we found after one application that it really kicks the illness and gets rid of that ear infection. But I have had some more severe cases where I've had to use it several times. And people really, with natural remedies, they think that it's just like something from the pharmacy. You do it once and it's gonna work. And really, because natural remedies are so gentle and they work with your body, you often have to do them several times. A few years back, one of my sons had a couple of really bad ear infections and he actually lost hearing in one of his ears. So I was really concerned. I brought him to the doctor and she wanted him to get ear tubes. I wasn't ready for this. So before I made that appointment, I took a couple days where I just took that garlic ear oil and I gave it to him every couple of hours. After those couple of days, the ear infection was gone, the fluid was gone, and he could hear perfectly. Now, as I said, if you don't have olive oil or garlic, you can also use a raw onion. And this is actually a simpler method. I have not used it myself, but one of my favorite herbalists swears by this method. You simply chop the onion up very finely, put it in a cloth, squeeze the juices out, and pour those juices into the ear. Now, as far as preventing ear infections, one of the number one ways that ear infections start is from strep infections. It can travel up from your gut to your ear, nose, and throat canal and cause these recurring infections that sometimes make your ear very inflamed. And the number one way that we have found to prevent these strep infections is by taking inulin. Now, inulin is a very cost-effective, all-natural prebiotic powder. And when you take the inulin, you're feeding your good gut bacteria, so you're improving your gut health and you're preventing any strep bacteria from proliferating. I'm going to post a video down below of a doctor who has had dramatic results in preventing strep just by giving his patients inulin. I'm also going to link my favorite inulin resources down below. My kids love this supplement. It has a very sweet taste. A lot of people actually use it as a sweetener. Between the garlic oil and the inulin, we take care of any ear infections that come our way very easily. We have not gone to the doctor for an ear infection in a very long time. If you've been able to help your ear infections with garlic oil, please let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want more tips on how to have your family live a healthy lifestyle on a budget.